Hey YouTube, Happy New Year. First video of 2018. And what I have here is more of a full look at the Away Carry-On hard side spinner. Did an unboxing of this at the end of 2017 and wanted to do a little bit more in-depth look. There's a lot of good videos out on YouTube. Just wanted to take a little bit different perspective on the bag and show you some of the unique features of the bag. Again, hard-sided spinner. You'll see it does have the four wheels on the bottom of the bag here. Really not a whole lot of exterior features of the bag. There are a couple of unique ones though that I think are definitely worthy of looking at. Again, four wheels on the bottom, has a side grab handle, has a top grab handle, and that's all as far as handles go. The top of the bag, you'll see here, this does come with a built-in lock. This is TSA approved. Basically, it is a combination lock. Set your combination, and there's a slide here. You slide towards me, it pops your zippers out. That way you can unzip the bag. Very unique feature, and it definitely takes away from having to find those locks and having one handy. So definitely takes care of that. It does come with a luggage tag here, which it looks like you can remove this, and on the inside of this is where you can put your information. And then one thing that really stands out about this bag is, I'm just going to raise the handle here. There is a little compartment on the back of the bag, flips open, and what is inside is a battery pack. And this is actually a 10,000 milliamp hour battery pack, so pretty good size here. What's kind of unique is, I know there was a lot of news made recently in the last few months about having batteries that are integrated into bags and some of the rules that have been put in place. The good thing is, as you see on this bag, very easy to remove the battery pack from the back of the bag here. So not an issue whatsoever whether you have to check this or whether you're carrying this on and you just want to stick this in your pocket and have it handy. So very nice and easy to access that information. So again, hard-sided and kind of interesting. There is some give to this bag. Not sure how well you can see that. Some flex. And according to the material that comes with the Away Carry-On, is that this is done on purpose to give some flex so that it's not as easy to break this. And I have heard and seen on some other videos where people actually stand on this and it's not a problem, it doesn't break. So when I first felt this, I thought, wow, this is not going to be very sturdy. But then the more I read and the more I kind of looked into it, I feel like that it should hold up. Same thing with the handles here. You'll see the handles here almost feel kind of plasticky, I guess. And that's one of my concerns too, is how durable these handles are going to be. But I know just from what I've kind of played around with on these bags, it looks like they can probably take a very good beating. So next, and one of the most important things I think in a bag is how much can we pack in this bag. So again, zippers seem to be pretty well made here. Again, one thing about the zippers that's kind of unique, since they do lock, they do have almost like a little square here. I guess that goes down in the lock on the top here. So not the most comfortable depending on how you pull these zippers, so something to think about too. So let's open this bag up. This is what you're going to see. This is the first thing I really noticed about the bag that I really liked, was the fact that there's some good storage space in addition to some good methods of really kind of organizing the things that you put in the bag. So you'll see here on the top there's a mesh divider here, so I'm going to go ahead and unzip this. So again, this is the front of the bag. So it goes all the way to the exterior here. So just some cloth inside here. And one thing I wish I would have added is if you wanted to roll this down, I know at least one of the bags I've looked at has some little clips here that kind of clip these to where it kind of stays out of the way. That way if you want to use all the space in here, again, just a better way to kind of organize your things. You'll see there's some internal compression straps here. What I really like about this is that there is this, I guess you almost say like a board. And I'm guessing that there's this piece, I want to say maybe like a hard plastic piece that runs the outside of this to keep its form. And again, what I like about this is that if you did have some travel documents, because a lot of times when I look at a bag, I like to have a place where I can put documents or batteries or things like that. And I know this does not have any exterior pockets, but again, this adds some kind of organization to the bag. You'll see here, this is part of the charger, and it does come with a cord to charge your battery that's stuck in here. So again, I can see easily sticking a battery in here. Your passport. And again, this is just some paperwork that comes with the bag, about the size of a passport. You can easily slide that in here. And really anything else, a magazine, or some of those more important documents that you want to put, that weights inside of the bag a lot too, which I really like that. So we're going to just kind of move this up. And so there's a side pocket here, and what's unique about this side pocket is that there's this bag that rolls out. Pretty nice size bag. And what I'm assuming this bag can be used for, if you have some laundry you want to throw in here, if there's anything else you want to kind of keep separated, easy to do that. And I like the fact that it's easily fits in the side pocket. And there's a snap here that if you wanted to snap this out, if you do not need to take that with you, it does give you the flexibility to remove that. Which again, flexibility and versatility is what I love in a bag. So let's just take a look at some items here that we can pack in the bag. So as always, I've got some of these Eagle Creek packing cubes. In this one I have 4 pair of hiking pants. So let's just throw these over here. And then I do have one of the clean dirty bags, 5 t-shirts, underwear, socks on the back side. So a good snug fit in the bag here, which is fine. And again, what I like about this, you have this, whatever you want to call it, board, whatever, that comes over the top. And you'll see you can use the compression straps to go over top of this. And the fact I have these cubes in, it does keep my items organized. So if you did not have those and you just had clothes in here, again, a real good, easy way to compress your items and keep those from moving around. So I actually like this a lot. I'm curious to see if other manufacturers don't start doing this. And I think there are some other bags that do incorporate something very similar to this. But a lot of the kind of budget or lower end bags that I've looked at, first time seeing this. So really impressed with that. So again, I already have quite a bit of items in here. Easily, in my opinion, 4 days worth of clothes. So you'll see here there's also all this room here for whatever else I need to take. So we'll just throw some other things in here. And again, this is one of the Eagle Creek small bags. So let's go ahead and put this in here. And let's just say that I want to take an extra pair of shoes. Got a pair of running shoes I'm just going to throw in here. These are size 10, and you'll see easily fit in here. And I feel like that you can put definitely a larger size shoe in here than that. And just to show, again, some of the space, just a nice fluffy jacket I'm just going to throw on the top here. We'll just zip this up. And really, you can put a lot of other things in here too. Just these are some things I had handy, so it easily holds that. So let's just zip this up. Find my zippers here. And again, remember, you have to zip this back to the top, and the main reason is that's where your locks are going to be. So, not sure how well you can see this, but the lock kind of twists here. I'm sorry, the zipper twists, snaps right in. Same way with this other one. Twists, snaps in. So, as you see, it's pretty full of items here, and there's really no bulge. So another thing is, again, when I first started this, I said this is flexible, but you can tell a huge difference once there's items packed in here, that it's going to be a little more sturdy. Not as much flex and give. So one thing, and I want to show this too, again, going back to the handles of the bag, I think this is important, is that, just start flipping it on the side. One thing I did notice picking this bag up, when you pick it up, there's quite a bit of stress on this area of the bag here, and you just kind of wonder over time how this is going to affect the bag, the zipper, and especially kind of this cloth part here. I did not notice it as much on the top of the bag. There's a little bit of flex there and stress, but again, this is kind of a narrower and a little bit more sturdy area, so you're not going to see that as much as on the side of the bag. So again, just kind of wonder what that effect it'll have on the bag in the long run. So just a couple of things and kind of my final thoughts on the bag. I really like the different unique features of this bag, and a lot of unique features that are not really found on bags in this price point. This bag retails for around $220, $225. I actually found a coupon code or a referral code that gave me $20 off of this, so around $200. I like the integrated lock. I like the fact that there is some flex in this. Again, I guess overall, even though it's flex, it seems very durable. This is a relatively new company also, so I think long term, I think that's kind of the question too, how durable are these bags? I like the integrated battery. I'm a big supporter and feel like it's a necessity when you travel to have a battery on hand. The handle is one thing I've not looked at yet. Has two positions, which I actually really like. I know sometimes I complain about the height of the handles on the bag, but I think this one has some two really good different levels. So again, I'm about 5'9". And this is where a lot of handles on bags usually hit me at, just above the waist. But you'll look at the second point here. So right about waist level, and again, look at that top level. So again, I'm happy with the height of the handle. But a couple of, I guess, negative comments of the bag. Again, when you first feel this bag, it does feel kind of real, like it has a lot of plastic components to it. Again, handles, the bag, the wheels, it definitely rolls well on hard surfaces. Carpet not so much, which is pretty typical of a spinner anyway. It does easily, if you need to kind of rock it back and just have it on the back two wheels, it does very well. Whether it's hard or carpeted top surfaces, it seems to roll very well. Again, these wheels compared to the Eagle Creek Expanse, I like the Eagle Creek Expanse wheels a lot better than these. And even though I like the height of the handle on the bag, the handle itself, compared to some other bags I've seen and have looked at, maybe middle of the range as far as quality of the handle itself. Because I know a lot of times when you're out and you're in an airport and you're kind of trying to hustle through or trying to get somewhere or going up the escalators or steps or whatever, a lot of times you might have to grab a hold of these and like pick the bag up by the handle. Probably not recommended, but that's just kind of reality of kind of going through some of those situations. So you want a good quality handle for many reasons. So again, probably middle of the road from what I've seen. So it should hold up pretty well. But again, there is some wiggle here and some flex to it. And then the last thing I'll talk about is the fact that this does zip in the middle. And the fact that the wheels, again, are on both sides of where you zip the bag up. I know one of the things I had read and heard about the bag was the fact that there could be some, the bag could be a little bit unsteady. I know just from what I have in here and kind of just playing around with the bag, I did not notice that a lot, but I guess maybe if one side is heavier than the other that you could possibly get that. So just something to think about. But overall, the bag, I think, is very unique. This is really the first hard-sided spinner I've looked at. So, again, was really interested just to look at this because of the unique features. Definitely think it's worth taking a look at. A lot of people don't like the hard side bags. A lot of people don't like the spinners, but some people love these bags. So is it worth taking a look at? Without a doubt. So definitely recommend taking a look at the bag. I'm still kind of on the fence for whether I want to keep it or not. Again, it's a lot different than the bags I currently have. So just going to kind of test it a little bit longer to see if I do want to keep it. The other good thing, and really I guess the last thing I'll say about this, they do have a 100-day, no questions asked return policy. So if you get this, you use it 100 days, you don't like it, you can send it back, no questions asked. Also, I believe if this is damaged or any defects or anything else happens to it, again, I think they have a pretty good no questions asked return policy that you can send this back. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for the comments, the likes, and definitely subscribe. Hopefully I'm going to have some other bags and some thoughts on some of the bags I've looked at recently coming online very soon. So as always, thank you so much.